ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the historic Stone Castle, home of the Tennessee High School Vikings. Introducing this evening's starting lineup for your Tennessee High Vikings. On offense for the Vikings.
Turner Elliott, Holston V Elementary. Trent Dowdell, Avoca Elementary.
Kai Allison, Avoca Elementary. Isaiah Trinko, Hanksville Elementary.
Mason Campbell, V, Hanksville Elementary.
Micah Norton, Anderson Elementary School.
Noah Johnson, Hainesville Elementary.
Preston Fagans, Holston V Elementary.
Riley Price, Anderson Elementary.
Banner Hawkroad, V, Avoca Elementary.
Landon Graham, Avoca Elementary.
On defense for the Maroon Machine.
Micah Norton, Anderson Elementary School.
Colson Maddox, Knox Gibbs Elementary.
Ryan Mullins, Haynesville Elementary.
Khalil Honaker, Holston V Elementary School. Preston Fagans, Holston V Elementary. Turner Elliott, Holston V Elementary.
Elijah Plumbar, Fairmount Elementary School.
Trent Dowdell, Avoca Elementary.
Banner Hawkroad, V, Avoca Elementary.
Dane Music, Sullivan Elementary.
Riley Price, Anderson Elementary.
And now, introducing the Vikings specialists.
Max Holt, V, Fairmount Elementary.
Noah Brolio, St. Anne's.
Jack Richardson, V, Holstonville Elementary.
Knox Arrington, Holstonville Elementary.
And introducing the Tennessee High Viking football coaching staff.
Josh Holt, Emory and Henry College.
Jesse Taylor, East Tennessee State University.
Matt Chandler, Emory and Henry College.
Derek Dowdell, University of Tennessee.
Christian Gibson, East Tennessee State University.
Jordan Bryant, University of Tennessee.
Cody Snyder, King University.
Josh Pendleton, East Tennessee State University.
TJ McMurray, King University.
Matt Indiana Schaefer, Tennessee High.
And now, introducing your Viking cheerleaders. And now, introducing your Tennessee High dance team.
Son of Andrea and Brent Kazee. Carly Harmon, daughter of Kate Wright and Jack Harmon, escorted by Noah Hess, son of Amanda and Jared Hess. Singleton, daughter of Whitney and Nathan Singleton, escorted by Carter Smith, son of Kayla Smith. Bella Branson, daughter of Karen and Justin Branson, escorted by Will Joyner, son of Kristen and Travis Joyner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your freshmen, members of the court. Now for the sophomores. Isla Searcy, daughter of Randy and Jason Searcy, escorted by Caden Terry, son of Kim and Fred Terry. Addie Wilhoit, daughter of Angie and Andy Wilhoit, escorted by Aiden Burton, son of Brian and Krista Burton. Keaton Romans, daughter of Erica and Joe Romans, escorted by Zayden Poole, son of Michelle and David Poole. Kate Walk, daughter of Rachel and Roger Walk, escorted by Ryan Moeller, son of Ashley Large and Jamie Roller. Grace Bowen, daughter of Leslie and Bruce Bowen, escorted by Branch Sword, son of Katie and Parker Sword. Let's hear it for the sophomore homecoming court. Now for the juniors. Sophia Streetman, daughter of Reagan and Craig Streetman, escorted by Gage Graziano, son of Brittany and Carmine Graziano. Lucy Millwood, daughter of Emily and Mark Millwood, escorted by Cooper Brewer, son of Christine and Jason Brewer. Sydney Clark, daughter of Aaron and Trevor Clark, escorted by Milo Ochoa, son of Flor Quintanilla and Louise Montez. Bree Adams, daughter of Luck and Brad Adams, escorted by Reed Miller, son of Shannon and Brian Miller. Let's have a round of applause for your junior members of the court. And finally, the seniors. Jordan Cantor, daughter of Amy and Gary Cantor, escorted by Colin Brown, son of Melissa and Michael Brown. Winnie Harmon, daughter of Angela and Eric Harmon, escorted by John Parsons, son of John Harper and grandson of Sharon and Randy Harper. Aubrey Harmon, daughter of Kate White and Jack Harmon, escorted by Mason Harper, son of Ashley Taylor and Jonathan Harper. Arabella Taylor, daughter of Carla Leibold, escorted by Turner Elliott, son of Stephanie and Wallace Elliott. Isaiah Trinkle, son of Heather and Jason Trinkle. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior homecoming court. The Student Council would like to say a special thanks to the students, staff, and administrative team for participating and helping with the great homecoming week. A special thank you to all of those assisting in tonight's ceremony. Mrs. Kirk, the THS ROTC, the Mighty Viking Band, and Student Council advisors Lucas Gentry and Hope Penley. Also helping with tonight's crowning is Whitney Singleton. And now, the 2024 Homecoming Royalty. The freshman princess is Carly Harmon, and the prince is Knox Kazee. The sophomore princess is Kate Walk, and the sophomore prince is Caden Terry. The junior princess is Bree Adams, and the junior prince is Gage Graziano. Our first senior princess is Aubrey Harmon, and our first senior prince is Mason Harper. Our other senior princess is Jordan Cantor, and our other senior prince is John Parsons.
Okay, but in the event that they're done early, we'll go ahead and do it if you want.
And finally, your 2024 Homecoming King and Queen. The Queen is Riley Talbert, and the King is Colin Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your 2024 Homecoming Court and Royalty.
When I first came here, the early 2000s with Coach Stubbs as the head coach, we had some great years.
Go at this. We're in high.
Make the bootleg, running for the pylon. He gets it.
The 04 team went 13-1, went to the state semifinals.
We had some amazing years with Coach Stubbs. Had some amazing teams. The 2001 team was undefeated. 2014 was undefeated. 2009 team undefeated regular seasons.
The highlight of that season really was probably the 10th game of the season when we played Sullivan East here at the Castle. We just both happened to be 9-0. They brought in extra bleachers in the end zones. They sold the place out. I think the fire marshal had to quit letting people in. And then we ended up winning the game 54-0.
These are young men who bought into the family and team concepts. This allowed them to play for each other and to become a team that played as one. They made memories that will last for a lifetime. These teams exemplified the true meaning of Viking pride: discipline, hard work, and a great effort.
Allowed 110, total yards rushing 3,692, total offense 4,704 yards. The 2003-2004 had a two-year record of 22-4. Team members include Brandon Anderson, Carlton Bell, Nick Morgan, Scott Crump, Ryan Fabre, Johnny Graybill, Stevie Harris, Ryan Height, Charles Johnson, Drew Kennedy, Tom Cooner, Matt Lane, Tyson McDaniel, Randy Mitchell, Marcus Nidifer, Ryan Parks, Corey Phillips, Josh Roberts, Ryan Shaw, Matt Stickley, Caleb Tester, Ezra Valdez, Eric White, Mo Witten, Tyler Wilson, Michael Worley. And coaches during this time were Coach Tony Adams, Offensive Coordinator Andy Arnold, Defensive Coordinator Mike Mays, and Head Coach Greg Stubbs. This month we'd like to give a special shout out to Coach Randy Early for being the Viking football videographer for 36 years. Congratulations, fellas, and thank you for your contributions to Tennessee High Viking athletics. Tonight's officials for this game: referee Mike Gonson, Umpire Jeff Ford, linesman Ryan Over, hit line judge Chuck Moffitt, back judge Scott Hill, electric clock operator Jerry Hodges, play clock operator Daryl Addison.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our tradition here in the castle that prior to the singing of the national anthem by the Tennessee High School choir, I ask that you rise and remain motionless while we pay tribute to the United States of America. Recognizing that this game is an extension of the classroom learning environment, we will begin our tribute with a moment of silence. As we begin, please remember all the brave men and women serving in our armed forces around the world, and let us remain ever vigilant against the threats to our great nation. Let us also remember our local law enforcement, emergency personnel, and other citizens as they work together to protect and promote our freedoms in this community. And as we practice and exercise our freedoms, let us think of freedom not as the right to do as we please, but as the opportunity to do what is right. Let us now proudly display the red, white, and blue. Let us as a nation be resolved that America will always remain one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please join together in a moment of silence. Now, as we focus on the American flag as is presented on the field by the Tennessee High School Junior ROTC Cadet Corps, followed by the singing of the national anthem.
We
right, Viking fans, let's get on our feet. Let's welcome your Tennessee.
Good evening and welcome to the Viking Sports Network. We've got Friday Night Lights here from the Castle. Back half of the season, and we've got ourselves a special guest here up in the booth. I'm your host, CJ Manahan, alongside Mike Kennedy and our sort of the maiden voyage here, right, of Miss Jingle on the Viking ship, obviously. Quite honored to have her here with us this evening. We'll get into a little bit further further information about who Jingle is and what she brings to the table here, right? Along as well as what she brings to the table for the entire Bristol, Tennessee City school system. So we're certainly excited to have her here. She has been a main source of attention for obvious reasons in that. But we'll shift our focus here to the task at hand, football here at the Stone Castle. Tennessee High, after a big win, 55-20, very impressive win down in Jonesboro at David Crockett. A game that, Micah, you and I kind of were talking ahead of that game, thinking, I wonder how this is going to play out. We knew that Crockett had some pretty decent athletes, but Tennessee High came off of those two road games up in Southwest Virginia. Of course, they didn't give up a point in either of those games, 21-0 against Abingdon and 21-0 against Gate City, and then played by far what I've seen their best game of the year.
Oh, no, I would definitely agree, especially from an offensive perspective. I mean, having two running backs with a pair of 3 touchdown games, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Yeah. I mean, we made mention to the game last week being in comparison to a track meet. I mean, over 300 yards rushing alone, and, I mean, it was fun to watch. And I think we both agreed that if there was one game on the road that we wish had a video, it was last week.
Oh, absolutely. It was... from an offensive football perspective, it was really, really fun to be a part of. Both teams made big plays, and maybe the biggest thing that happened was Tennessee High made a little bit of a defensive adjustment, going to more of a 5-man kind of bear front, which the first drive of that ball game against Crockett was basically Crockett just coming straight at us downhill, very physical, and then went down and scored. Tennessee High answered, and we said maybe the biggest thing that we saw coming out of that. We've been watching Trent Dowdell for several years. He's built up a nice career here at Tennessee High as a lead back. What we really witnessed was the coming out party of one Elijah Plumbar. Offense, defense, the whole thing in terms of not just chewing up yardage, but scoring it essentially at will, it seemed like, especially in that second half.
Oh, for sure. I mean, first 2 touches of the ball game went for long touchdown runs, and then he had one later on in the ball game, and then he ended the game with an interception. I mean, as far as a single game performance goes, I don't think we've commentated a better one.
No, I was thinking about that this week, actually. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was getting in preparation for this game here between Tennessee High and Cocke County this evening. I was thinking, have I seen a better individual performance than that? I've seen quite a few of them.
Oh, right? For sure.
But that one really kind of stands out, just simply because, not just because of the explosiveness and the speed, but where he was on the field when he was making these things happen, right? And I think, quite honestly, we'd made this comment that we had one of those brought back that would have been a touchdown as well. So he probably could have had another one, right, in that aspect. So we'll see. Not necessarily sitting here expecting him to play like that every ball game, but if you get just snippets of that, this guy's going to be a star.
I know, and only a sophomore. I know we make mention of that every single week, and I know I make mention of it every single week, but getting the pleasure to coach Elijah Plumbar is probably one of the highlights of my coaching career. I mean, I think I talked a little bit off broadcast last week. When we played those Crockett guys when he was in middle school, he scored 6 touchdowns in that game. So he was halfway there in that one.
Yeah. Pretty
and
amazing.
I think he very well could have gotten there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he was running clock for a good portion of the second half there. So, but Tennessee High comes in with a record of 5-2. That game against Crockett was their first region win. So that puts them kind of in the center of contention here as far as getting ready for the playoff run. We've got 2 more conference games, including this one this evening against Cocke County. This is a regional game. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about what's going to happen there, and then finishing up against Daniel Boone. So Knox Arrington, little pooch kick to get things underway, and we are on our way in this regional contest.
Ooh, and right there, kind of jogging down the field, and they were able to get a little bit more out of that than what we would have liked, but that'll bring Cocke County out to around the 42-yard line.
That was Tawan Dockery there, 6'1", 155-pound junior for Cocke County on the return. So Tennessee High, again, the defense really, after what was extremely physical start to last week's game, really kind of hunkered down after that first drive and only gave up 2 more touchdowns that entire game, because against Cocke it was a pretty explosive offense. So we'll see exactly what they're going to be up against this evening. Starting quarterback here for Cocke County, number 5, Spencer Moore, getting ready to take the first snap.
Moore will roll to his strong side here. That ball is deflected, and that's a great early play, but I believe that was Colson Maddox that got his hands up early.
Nicely done here. That's what they teach defensively.
And nope, that was Preston Fagans coming on out.
Yep.
And that's what those inside linebackers are taught to do. If the quarterback rolls to your side, get down in his face and become an extra rusher, and that's a great job by Preston there.
And if you're not going to get to him, get your hands up and see if you can affect the pass, whether it's even getting a hand on the pass or just changing the throwing angle, changing the lane. That's a nice, good start there for the Tennessee High defense. 2nd and 10, number 22, Daniel Price is the running back alongside Moore.
Tennessee High back in their 4-down defensive front, as right here is just going to be a quarterback wedge play. And he's going to do a nice bit of ball handling, but he will be taken down by Trent Dowdell.
All right, so it's going to be the first 3rd down of the ball game. Picked up about 6 or 7 there, it appears. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 3.
And our defensive ends are taught that they are quarterback players. Right there, just kind of bit on the run a little too hard.
Trips to the right here on this formation. 1 wide receiver to the far side and just a single back. Getting a change in the play call, it appears.
Yeah.
Plenty of time on the play clock here.
Looks like they went hard count early, try to draw them off sides, but Tennessee High, very disciplined. That's all Coach Shanks does all week during practice. Right here, they'll ride him again, and
just enough.
Just enough for a first down. See, as I was saying, defensive end, quarterback player, Norton worries about the Moore right there, and the running back just goes right around him for the first.
You mentioned ball handling there. It's another two pretty nice plays there by Moore. Really, as you said, riding the running back to see, essentially forcing the defensive end to try to commit. And once the defensive end commits or doesn't, then that kind of signals him what to do. So first down for Cocke County. Set up in a similar set with it just a little bit tighter on the right side.
With the running back trailing, kind of more of a pistol look this time. Tennessee High back in a 5-down defensive front, just kind of a little zone run, and Trent Dowdell with a phenomenal hit off the backside.
Yeah, great job there by folks on the edge as well, forcing the running back to cut back up, and Dowdell came from the backside to finish it up there. Nice job. That's Riley Price there did a good job of keeping that contained. That's a huge, that's a really, really important thing. He didn't make the tackle, but he allowed his pursuit to be able to get there, and really minimal gain, maybe half a yard on that run.
And I don't think it gets any more form than that one right there. I know seeing that one on the replay.
So side by side in the backfield, trips to the left.
Try to draw him off sides yet again. Check the sideline. Tennessee High back in a 4-down defensive front, just a straight drop for Moore. Looks like a screen over the middle, and that's going to hit for quite a few. Brought down finally by Preston Fagans, but that's just a easy little slip screen to your wide receiver.
It's a nice play call there.
For sure.
You read the defense. Obviously, you've said this before. You watched the replay. Anytime rushers are free, that should give them sort of a heads up that you're free for a reason, and that's because they're going to try to slide something in behind you, whether it's a little flanker screen like you saw there, or maybe even just a running back screen. But that's a nice play call there by Cocke County's got themselves a little drive going here.
And those types of screens will catch you by surprise more so than even a running back screen, because, the running back is going to be the linebacker's job. When a wide receiver shoots in front of your face, there's really nobody accounting for him.
So 1st and 10 here as Cocke County approaches the Tennessee High red zone.
Driving for about a gain of 4.
So both teams kind of feeling each other out here in this early phase, but a good play calling mix by Cocke County. Kind of a mix of about a 50-50 run and pass so far. And they're getting, I mean, outside the one chunk play, it's been just kind of 3 yards here, 4 yards there, but effective offense so far.
This has kind of been what we've seen all year as far as Tennessee High on a defensive set. It takes a little bit to get settled in, and plays mix up a lot of, option plays and quick hitters, and that's what we've seen so far.
Yeah, number 21, Talon Lee's in the backfield with Moore.
Right here, Colson Maddox is there first.
Yeah, didn't get much. Gain of maybe 2. So again, another third down coming. Pretty simple, just kind of dive play there. Lee's got a couple of carries. Now he's going to exit the ball game. And number 22, Jaquel Porter. I'm sorry, Daniel Price back in the ball game. So third down, probably 4 down territory here. So 2 plays to get 5 yards, I'm assuming is what the Cocke County offensive staff has on their mind. They ran this similar set here in the last third down as well, 3 trips to the right.
And I would expect a hard count.
Trips to the left.
Nope, there it is. Just a quick tunnel screen to the inside receiver, and he's going to break a few tackles, and they're down inside the 5.
Like some confusion there maybe on the Tennessee High secondary. Yeah. He basically was uncovered in that set.
That was quick, too. Yeah, their head wasn't even around.
Yeah. Somebody that got caught inside there, too, but at the same time, it seemed like only 2 defenders for three players. Nice call, good quick set there by Cocke County, and they have first down and a goal at the 5-yard line on this opening drive.
Yeah, corner was out there on an island on that one. Just a straight pistol handoff yet again, and he's going to bounce off a few tacklers and pick up a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. Tennessee High doing a pretty good job of keeping it contained up front. So second and goal upcoming. Looks like probably from the 3.5 or 4 yard line. We'll see what the Tennessee High defense can cook up here. Again, it feels kind of similar to the way that game started down in Jonesboro last weekend, although it was much more just a straight physical kind of approach from Davy Crockett. It's been a little bit more of a mix of play calling here by Cocke County, but a similar kind of outcome so far. Let's see if the Vikings can stop this play. So real tight trips to the right here as we hit second down.
Tennessee High back in their 5-down defensive front, and just a straight dive yet again. He'll pick up about 2. So
yeah, it's going to be third and 1, probably 1.5 maybe. It's like just outside the 1 yard line on third down.
And certainly we'll see 4 down situation here.
Yeah, just outside the 1 yard line it appears. Third down upcoming, so you expect a running play. Tennessee High defense probably going to play pretty tight.
Cocke County's been wide so far this drive too, so
just 2 wides, and
they'll go under center for the first time.
Ooh, nice play. Oh, he had it. That's opportunity there for Fagans.
Yeah.
Had an initial hit there. We can see the replay. Looked like Fagans had an opportunity maybe to wrap him up, but Moore, who's a pretty good-sized guy, kind of bounced off that and rolled just to his left into the end zone. They've got a kind of weird,
a unique,
interesting formation here for the extra point. Would just expect you'll see all these guys come running in. Maybe. It's actually they're going to go for 2 here. It looks like. Yeah.
I mean, a little speed option action.
Fail.
That'll
ball's
fail.
on the ground. Yep.
Pretty.
That's it.
That's probably the most unique call I've seen this year.
All right, especially for an extra point or 2-point conversion. So anyway, the game starts very similarly to where it did down in Jonesboro last week, with Tennessee High's opponent kind of marching down the field and scoring on that opening possession. We'll see what Tennessee High has in store as a rebuttal to that here in just a second, as Tennessee High will take the ball for the first time this evening. An offensive explosion last week. One that I don't know that you and I were expecting that. We knew that they'd been playing well over the last several weeks. And obviously those 2 games up in Southwest Virginia where you outscore your opponents 42-0 has to be a pretty heavy confidence builder. But I don't know that we had 55 points being hung on the board as what we'd expected. But make no mistake, that was exactly what happened, but Tennessee High was a dominant offensive team throughout that entire game last week. So we'll see if that continues against this Cocke County defense.
As right here, Cocke County didn't come out with their kicking ball, so they're going to go try to find that one on the sideline here.
It's a little delay, little equipment delay here, as Cocke County did not attempt an extra point. They went for 2 on that after that opening drive touchdown. Now we're trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do with this.
And I've seen calls similar where the formation is extremely off balanced, and I mean, typically, if you watch on college or pro, when you only have a center on an island, the play usually doesn't go very well.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to. You're certainly not going to be able to block anything up in that aspect. You're asking your athletes to go make a play. So we got a left-footed kicker, it appears. And he's going to boot it away. A little short kick.
He'll kick that one right to, is that Baron Harkle Road will take the return here. And he had a nice run. He got in on the touchdown action last week.
Yes, he did. A real nifty run, too. Broke a couple of tackles and then outraced everybody to the end zone. So, all right, so Tennessee High is going to take over right about their 34-yard line with Turner Elliott's going to get the first call at the QB position. Really rotated QBs last week. Elliott and Jack Richardson kind of going a little bit back and forth on that. Elliott, the senior, is going to get the first crack at it this evening in the backfield with Trent Dowdell to start.
Typical of what we usually see. Looks like a 4-3 look here for Cocke County as they're going to creep up one of their inside linebackers. He's still coming on a B-gap blitz, so something to watch out for on this play.
Change the play here, possibly.
Right here, yep, there he goes.
There's Dowdell, loose. A nice hit right there. Going, he's going to get a good leg drive. He's going to pick up about run. 5 or 6, yep. Was able to sidestep that rusher and pick up about 6 yards.
And good job by Kai Allison, able to kick down that blocker. Kind of opened a lane for Trent to get a little bit more there.
So it's 2nd and 4. Tennessee High just across their 40-yard line.
Another keeper right here for Turner Elliott. He's going to make a few moves and pick up the first down.
Again, some nifty ball handling there, too. I thought he'd hand it off to Dowdell, but Elliott able to scamper through the middle and picks up a Tennessee High first down.
Did a great job right there. Inside linebacker bit hard on Trent Dowdell, and that freed an easy lane for Turner to be able to pick up the first.
First downs brought to you by Friendship Cars. Tennessee High on the march now into Cocke County territory. So similar set. Yep, going to go 2 wides to the right.
5 down for the first time for Cocke County tonight. They're going to motion over Trent. He's going to get the carry yet again, and he's got a lane, and he's going to go. That looks like a horse collar.
Should have been a penalty.
He would have been gone if.
I can't believe they didn't throw a flag there. I mean, it was very obviously.
They did. They had one.
I'm about to say, it was very obviously inside of the shoulder pads there. It's a dangerous play. That's why they've tried to legislate that out of the game. Of course, that's a desperation situation. I mean, if you're going to go all the way to the end zone if you don't make that play. But again, that's part of the reason why that's penalized now is because we've seen quite a few people get injured in a situation like that.
And if it wasn't for that, I mean, Trent very well would have gone all the way.
Personal foul. Illegal horse collar tackle against number 12 on the defense. The penalty is, of course, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Well, there you go. So, give the referees credit where credit's due. They saw that correctly and threw the flag. Now Tennessee High really in business with the first down, basically just inside the 10-yard line. Looks like about the 8.5-yard line. So quick strike here, all on the ground, but Tennessee High making things happen. So 2 to the left, and Dowdell still in the backfield.
Cocke County moving back to that 4-3 look here as they're going to creep up both the inside linebackers, and Trent's going to bury his way down inside the 5.
Solid 4-yard gain there, it looks like, to on the first down. Positive momentum, maybe even 5 yards on that play, down to about the 3, looks like.
Marked him, I think, even a little shorter than what he actually gained. His pad level was always driving forward. Might have gone to a 2 there.
All right, 2nd and 3, so Tennessee High looking to answer that initial, really pretty nice drive there by Cocke County on that first offensive possession. Mix of run and pass. Tennessee High's been fully on the ground, and now they've gone power with Fagans and Norton in the backfield with Dowdell.
And we saw this for the first time last week. They're going to sweep with Turner Elliott, and he is going to be upended right around the 1-yard line.
Good stand there by the Cocke County defensive line, but positive yardage was gained, so it looks like he's going to push it down to about the 1-yard line. 3rd and about a yard to go. Golden go for Tennessee High. As Jack Richardson comes into the game, it looks like he's probably going to play some wide receiver on this on this play. Yep,
and
he's
we
split out to
saw,
the left.
yep, there he goes.
So, we're going to go under center this time, but kind of similar power formation.
Something to watch for sure, though, with Richardson as blow this one dead early. Looks like somebody jumped on that right side.
See if it was an offside or if it was a procedure penalty here. Because it was thrown even almost before the ball was snapped, or as the ball was snapped.
Prior to the snap,
yeah, it's offside. So yeah, it's kind of
the defense lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Remains third down.
So Tennessee High gains about 8 inches right on that penalty, but. Again, the time where it was thrown, you kind of always get an offside when it's thrown before the ball was even really snapped.
Hurry into the line very quickly
like
here, and they're going to get in
that's
with
a touchdown. Yep.
And they called it last week. I know you remember kind of pushing him in the back. Right there, I mean, we did it, didn't throw it.
That's an interesting point because I think we kind of learned from what happened last week. We did have that called on us. We also saw Crockett with a kind of what was
similar,
happening there, where you let the quarterback kind of go do his thing, and then everybody gets in the scrum, and just naturally everybody gets pushed. You just can't be behind the person doing the sort of NFL-style tush push. So we're bending the rules, not breaking them here, I think, in that aspect. So Brolio's on. They were offside there as well, almost certainly.
Should have been a substitution. As they have it down over there.
I wonder if they might go for 2 here. Is this going to move this ball down to basically the 1-yard line? Might even run that same play that you just ran. But we'll see what Coach Holt has up his sleeve. Or he's going to just leave the kicking unit
Prior
on.
to the snap, illegal substitution on the defense, number 24. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Retry the extra point.
So now,
looks like they're just going to roll with the extra point.
Yep, and so 2 penalties inside the 3-yard line. So Tennessee High's gained about maybe 1.5 yards on those 2 penalties combined. Won't show up much on the stat sheet, and then then Richardson's going to try to get outside, a botch snap,
a few tackles, and he's
unfortunately
going
that's going to be the end of that one. So
this game will be tied.
It's kind of one of them things. The extra point was good on the previous play, but the penalty basically precluded that from happening.
Just a muff snap immediately. Yeah. At first, I thought maybe is this a design?
Nope.
But nah, it just
ball went through
his
a little
bit.
Yep. We'd seen Richardson run one of those in earlier in the year on a similar play, but that one, the Cocke County defense was ready. And so we stay tied here at Stone Castle, 6-6. As we got about just a little bit over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'd mentioned, or you guys obviously had seen, our good friend Jingle had rolled through. Some pretty cool information about that we'll actually be talking to you guys a little bit about throughout the game. I've got a little bit of, I've got more information than people probably really want. Right? But Jingle is a therapy dog and is part of a grant, I believe, that's involved with several school districts throughout the state. So it's a pretty cool little thing that the Bristol community is going to be able to enjoy, but also sort of embrace in that sort of the modern age aspects of what therapy dogs bring to the table, as we said. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the night unfolds.
Harrington getting set to kick this one away yet again, as goes right to where he wanted it to.
Yep.
And
basically with the same result.
Yeah,
Same returner at the same spot, maybe a yard difference on that carbon copy play. Again, that's Dockery there on the return, right to about the 40-yard line, which is exactly where this started last time. Very successful drive for Cocke County on that first foray. So,
and I got the privilege of getting to hold Jingle that whole pregame. So
she's a sweetie, that's for sure. Was quite comfortable up in here for not really knowing anybody that was involved. So she just made the booth her home. So I would expect that'll not be the last time we see.
Oh no,
Miss
and
Jingle,
I hope not.
Miss Jingle through there. I think Mike is going to go ahead and say let's do that as often as possible. I don't blame him. So set here, looks like 2 to the right and 1 to the left in terms of wides, and then kind of a tight formation in the backfield.
4-2 defensive front for the Vikings is right here, just a straight drop back, and he's looking to go deep. Elijah Plumbar step for step with him.
Yeah,
that's good coverage right there.
Not a bad throw, but
Vikings.
Not really a whole. He would have had to made a perfect throw for that to drop in. Plumbar was step for step with the wide receiver there, and
Did a really good job, Plumbar, covering that kind of a inside hesitation into a seam, and then Price covering the wheel route. So just good coverage on the backside here for the Vikings.
Pass was intended for number 2, Tucker Hembry. So second down and 10. It's Cocke County from their own 40-yard line. By the way, the touchdown replay that you guys saw at the after Tennessee High's touchdown is brought to you by Dr. Christian Family Dentistry. So we'll be shouting out our sponsors as we go throughout tonight's game.
Right here, just another ball-handling wedge here for the quarterback, and that one is met immediately by Frank Reed.
He pops a couple of times every game, Frank Reed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's one of those guys in the down in the trenches down there playing in that front seven, but he'll make a couple of plays every evening that make you go, ooh, Frank Reed, yeah, that's a guy to keep an eyeball on for sure.
Another guy I got the privilege to coach, and he is a headhunter, I'll tell you that.
Well, if you haven't figured it out so far yet, Micah, that's part of the reason you're here. You know these guys inside and out. On top of the fact that just the ability to communicate this football stuff is a strength of yours. So third down and long, Micah Norton inside. Oh, my goodness, that almost got through. That's a pretty darn good throw, actually, there by Moore. That almost got to the receiver through 2 Viking defenders. Number 24, Mejia was the intended receiver. Almost was able to reel that one in.
And an interesting look for Cocke County. Only the second time within these games we've seen 5 wides, as Cocke County's punt formation is going to be just as peculiar as their conversion.
So you gotta the special teams formations here are pretty wild. Yeah. Again, Tennessee High hustling some guys off the field, making sure that they don't have too many men on the field. Again, with this formation, it's a little weird.
It's hard to see.
So long snap. Moore is actually going to boot it away, and it looks like we're going to get a return.
This thing, and he's not going to get
much.
Probably would have been better off fair catching that. But that's a freshman, a little antsy to get the ball, so I understand it.
Bo Wutzman says, I'm only going to get so many touches. I'm going to try to take advantage of it. I understand. So he's been a productive player all the way throughout the year.
Oh, for sure.
Watch him play in some JV games, too.
He's a phenomenal player,
he's going to be a really good player for this Tennessee High program going forward.
And he's a fun personality to be around. I'll tell you that firsthand.
Well, he gets that honest. I know both his mom and dad. I've worked with his mom for several years. His dad's worked on a couple of automobiles for me as well, so I love those Utzmans, that's for sure.
They're a good family.
Good group. So Tennessee High takes over. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 after a really successful first foray. Was all on the ground, but it happened fast. And here's Plumbar, as we mentioned, is in for this second stint. He's going to try to get to the outside.
This one. He's got a lane yet again.
Cut it up. Nice move there. Yep, he's going to get a first down. Good job there on the perimeter there. I think we've been called several times this year for holds in those types of situations. And if you watch this replay, watch
Hark
LaRoe just got just enough of him, and he realized I'm not going to grab him. And then Price on the edge here does a good job of a pretty nice face-to-face block.
And I'd like to make mention that Kai Allison and Preston Fagans took that defensive end behind the barn there. I mean, they drove him all the way down inside.
That's a Friendship Cars first down. So short side of the field here, 2 wides, and looks like Fagans and Plumbar in the backfield with Elliott.
Fagans will motion over another keep right here for Turner Elliott, and he's going to power his way for a gain of about 4.
Yeah. Made a nice little sidestep to get away from that initial defender, and he is going to pick up about 3.5 or 4 yards there.
Don't think they quite got the mesh that they would have preferred there. Yeah. Plumbar a little quick out of the backfield, but still a pretty decent game, though.
2nd and 6, it looks like, as we dipped under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Into the first quarter here, we'll have our Cuddy Insurance Group Student of the Week. We'll bring that to you here shortly. 2nd down, same set. Fagan's just a little bit wider on his. There you go. It made contact. Got it. I mean, hit the center. I mean, you got to call that. So a little bit of a delayed response there by the guys in stripes, but it should be an offside against Cocke County and move the ball 5 yards down the field for the Vikings.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense, number 23, 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
So that'll basically bring it down to 2nd and 1. So this is kind of one of those situations on an offense where you really like it. You've got the whole playbook is open for you here. If you've got something that you like play action wise, or you got something that you like a matchup wise, this is good kind of down and distance to go at it.
And Cocke County in a more of a 4-2 look for the first time tonight. Just kind of a quarterback power for Elliott. He's going to get the first down and plenty more.
Good leg drive.
There's a flag down here.
See if that was, it's again, one of those situations again, because they didn't stop the play, that you wonder if Cocke County just lined up offside.
No, because they didn't blow it dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like on an inside run, it's kind of hard to catch a hold.
Right. And this was coming from the sideline here, so
Yeah.
it's either one of the two teams lined up in the neutral zone, I'm assuming.
It's right here.
I don't know why this is so complicated.
Yeah, they might have gotten Riley Price leaving early there.
Well,
false start, but then again, you blow the play.
Also,
dead.
look at your right end is definitely in the neutral zone. He's almost in the backfield.
And I think it's
the penalty occurred prior to the snap. The defense was lined up.
They got him, yeah.
Zone, which is a 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
I think it's an interesting point to make too. Is that defensive end had a guardian cap on?
Yeah,
that's kind of a new thing
that
you're seeing emerge across all levels of football.
It's a first down.
And I obviously we've got a lot of football purists and folks that are involved in the process. I think this is just me speaking personally. Anything that makes the game safer, I'm okay with it.
I agree.
I think 'cause we love this game. We want it to continue. We want it to grow. We want it to continue to prosper. But part of the reason why we've seen some declining numbers, especially and you've seen it, I'm sure, at the high school and middle school levels, is concern over some of the things that can happen. We love this game. We want to make sure that it's protected. So I'm all for anything that's going to bring safety to the game. So anyway, great first quarter. Pretty entertaining there. Score each way. Tennessee High on the march as we start the second quarter. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
That was quick.
Yeah, it was. That moved quite quickly.
This week's Cuddy Insurance Group Student of the Week is Landon Johnson. Landon loves art and is involved in all of the adaptive athletics at Tennessee High. He does work-based learning working at Goodwill. In his spare time, he enjoys painting, singing, and learning about famous artists and musicians. After high school, he hopes to continue to draw and paint and sell his artwork locally. He also plans to work in customer service. He also loves to cheer on the Vikings. Congratulations to Landon Johnson, our Cuddy Insurance Group Student of the Week.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Second quarter about ready to get underway. 1st and 10 for Tennessee High in Cocke County territory at the 48. 2 wides to the right.
Cocke County in a 5-down defensive front. Right here, just a quick out route to Preston Fagans. He's going to make a couple moves, and he's going down the sideline.
Nice play. Physical play. Not that you would expect anything less from 4-4 right there. That's kind of his calling card. But I like this little play call. Just a little dump down by Elliott. Made a nice play, and then a couple of nice moves.
The big man, Preston Fagans.
Nimble feet for the big man right there. Yeah,
we compare him to Mike Allstott all the time.
But he showed some smooth moves there in that aspect. You got to get Tennessee High another friendship car's first down.
And he does so much for the team that we don't make mention of enough. He is a key part for why this run game is as good as it is. As right here, Plumbar is going to have an outside run gain of about 8.
Yeah,
but
nice cut up there.
Back to Fagans. I mean, he makes a lot of phenomenal plays, and he blocks his tail off every game, plays some defense, and fun to get to see him get the ball every now and then.
He does a ton of the dirty work, and those guys are oftentimes unsung. But obviously his importance to this squad because he plays both directions and brings the physicality and that leadership. Love to see those guys get rewarded every so often, for sure. So looks like Plumbar picked up about 7, so we're going to call it 2nd and 3.
Looks like a little rollout yet again, kind of the same play that they just hit a moment ago, as this one's just, I was going to say it was going to go.
Maybe throw it away, but he tried to sneak it in there down the road.
That tipped back inbound. That's a live ball still.
Yeah, it left his hand, I believe, before he stepped out of bounds, and that ball did kind of carry him back into play.
Yeah.
So it looked like he was just going to kind of throw this away, but he actually tried to fit this in. Yeah. Lucky there.
Hit the hand and could have gotten intercepted there.
Yeah. So Tennessee High fortunate there. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 from the 23-yard line, just outside of Cocke County's red zone. Again, really tight formation here.
Yeah, and Cocke County, as mentioned, kind of a 5 down front here is just a straight blast with Elliott, and he's going to power his way for the first down and plenty more.
Yeah. It's been kind of a go-to play in the short yardage here so far tonight, and Elliott's been able to churn yards through that process. So hasn't been the explosive plays this evening like we saw down in Jonesboro, but Tennessee High effective nonetheless. Nice little lead block there by Plumbar, paving the way.
That's just a fun spread quarterback counter or quarterback power there, where you get the lead tailback out as a lead blocker.
That's what Elliott brings to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a capable thrower, but he's sort of like having a fullback in your backfield there as well. So help grind out those yards. So just a quick two split to the right, and with Fagans there in the left.
Quick motion. We usually see Price on these jet sweeps as, yep, there he is. Try to make a few moves, get back to maybe the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there just wasn't a whole lot there. Good job by the Cocke County defense there that just kind of strung that out. He wasn't going to be able to get to the edge.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Price has done all year, so I'm sure they've seen something like that on film and discipline enough right there to make a good play.
Yep, nicely done. Yeah, nicely done defensively. Price has definitely got the speed to get to the edge. He just didn't have an opportunity there with the defense kind of snuffing that out. So second, and they're gonna call it a loss of 1. Doesn't look like it's probably a full yard, but
about a half
a yard there. So just outside the 14-yard line. It's going to be a handoff inside. Plumbar doesn't get much.
Cocke County really has shifted their defensive front from the first drive to now. I mean, more of a 5-3 look here with no over-the-top safety to try to stop this run, and they've done a pretty good job here in the later stretch of this drive.
Number 54, Aaron Abrams, in the middle of that defense, 5'10", 280. Right,
Shoo.
Built like a bowling ball, that fella. Right, so they've got a couple of guys in the interior there that are pretty good size. And then Jackson Clark, also number 71, 6'2", 280. So they got some size on the inside. It's going to make that kind of tough sledding for Tennessee High. So 3rd and 8. So it is possible for Tennessee High to get a first down inside the 5-yard line here.
Motion over Plumbar here. Now jet Price, fake that, and
that's a nice
Elliott's
play.
going to keep this one inside, and he's going to power all the way right near the first down marker.
He's still going.
Give it to him.
I think they're going to give it to him. Yeah, he still kept those legs churning. I think he's going to get that first down. Yeah. Take a look at that replay because it looked like he was maybe going to get stopped just short, but he kept his feet. And he's still up there, still going, still going. Then he gets a little assistance from his big guys, and he picks up that last. Yeah, he's still going.
Great effort by Turner
great.
right there.
Awesome effort there by Turner Elliott, and ensured that first down was going to be gained. And Tennessee High now has first and goal from about the 3-yard line. So, again, it is interesting, kind of a study in contrast and from week to week. But again, running against this interior of Cocke County's defense is going to be kind of tough. Similar formation to what we had on the far end of the field.
No motion over Micah Norton, and looks like we're going to take a timeout here.
Timeout before the play clock ran out, I think. And so Tennessee High is going to keep the ball right about the 3-yard line, first and goal. We'll step aside here for just a minute, and we'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks, used trucks, small trucks, big trucks, off-road trucks, adventure trucks, heavy-duty trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, commercial trucks, 4-door trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks, though, and every other color that gets you going, too. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for balling, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than friendship.
We're dealing!
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. First and goal for Tennessee High from the 3-yard line. Again, kind of a bunched full house backfield. Trent Dowdell with the power back into the ball game with what looks like Elliott going to go under center here. So lots of things that could happen from this formation.
And again, they'll toss sweep to Trent, and he will walk into the end zone. And we were talking during the break.
That's a late hit too, in the end zone. So they're going to throw the flag. It wasn't a vicious hit, but it was definitely late. He was at least 2 strides into the end zone there. They're usually going to call that. But yes, go ahead. Sorry.
We were talking before the break though, and I kind of have some inside.
Yeah.
Played here, coach here, kind of know what they do. And we sit just to the right of the coach's box, and
heard a couple of keywords.
Heard a play call word that I kind of recognized, and I said, I bet this is going to be that sweep to Trent, and sure enough.
Our very own Tony Romo at this level. Micah Kennedy.
Foul number 13 on the defense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Micah Kennedy doing his best Tony Romo impersonation in here. It's good stuff. So Tennessee High takes a 12-6 lead. Looks like they're going to line up to go for 2. See if they can't push this out to an 8-point lead against this Cocke County front. Have a wide. Oh, they're going to shift all the way to the right.
This is kind of an interesting look. Yeah,
he's got him.
I almost expected
he was
that
there too.
Because I was in my mind, I was like, Norton is a eligible receiver here.
Yep.
And sure enough, it just maybe just didn't sell it quite as long. Maybe waggle out a little more, stretch it out, and then flip it out to him. Looks like Elliott was just a little rushed and
just didn't quite hold it long enough. One more beat and he had time. That would have been just a walk-in. And imagine what the celebration with the big boys would have been like after that one. It would have been pretty sweet. But anyway, one to keep in mind for the future, because I saw the same thing. I was like, I think Norton's actually lined up as a tight end here. And, well, they had it. Got just a little bit too antsy. So anyway, the score says 12-6, and what's been a really kind of back and forth competitive ball game. Tennessee High with a stop on the last possession defensively, and then turn that into points. So we'll see if they can step up after that first opening drive by Cocke County, which was quite effective. So we'll see exactly where that plays. We're just under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. We had homecoming here this evening. We had a really kind of a celebration of the Tennessee High 2004 team that was one of the tops in the state, 13-1 that year. It happened to be the first year I started teaching at what was at that time Vance Middle School, so I remember that quite well. There was a lot of really good things happening in the sports programs at Tennessee High during that time frame. So remember those days fondly for sure.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion going on this kickoff as ref's going to come out and get the ball.
Yes, so it was. Okay. Yeah, they needed to move that up. That's right, because there was a penalty in the end zone. So Tennessee High an opportunity here. I wonder what they're going to do. They're just going to squib it, maybe try to pin them deep here.
I mean, maybe at this point you just boot this thing.
Or you could just boot it through the end zone.
Yep.
You got some options as far as that's concerned. I did see in college football last week. I think it was maybe Oregon and Ohio State where
the
kicker
was an interesting one.
Kicker just hauled off and kicked the ball as hard as he could right into the front line of Ohio State, and it ended up carrying off a player, and they ended up getting it almost like kind of a strange onside kick.
Well, if you remember last week, we witnessed that in that game. I mean, poor Crockett front line right there just got annihilated with the ball.
Right off the top of his helmet. So, yeah, it's something that could be done. So, anyway, they took Micah's advice there instead of mine, which is fine. Right? No problem. It's going to put it out to the 20-yard line where Cocke County is going to get their start. So Tennessee High got stopped this last position was 3 and out. We'll see what Cocke County has to answer here with both Moore and Price in the backfield.
Tennessee High going with a 5-down defensive front here as had him down early for maybe a loss. Still, though, gain of about 3.
Yep. Tennessee High keeping things contained.
It looked like they ran a concept with their outside linebacker, Trent Dowdell, in which he goes inside. That time, Khalil Honaker also just gets sucked up a little too far inside, freeing up a little bit of outside. But
good pursuit there.
Not an overly big gain there.
About 3 yards there on that place. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for Cocke County from the 23-yard line. Similar set.
This time rolling up Price as Preston Fegans is going to be the first one.
Nice play.
He will not let him get away again. He said quarterback sneak still fresh on his mind. He's not letting him go that time.
So Fegans went right through a block.
Great
right there.
play too.
It was not going to let Price get loose. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 deep here in Cocke County territory. So a stop here could flip the field here pretty quickly for Tennessee High with as we approach 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, Tennessee High will get the ball first coming out in the second half, so get a stop and a score here could definitely put some distance between Tennessee High and Cocke County.
Kind of switching it up a little bit on this drive for the stunts and fronts is right
here.
There it is. Honaker free off the edge, and that's a sack.
Yeah, they were looking to go down the sideline right there against Plumbar, and he had his man blanketed. There was nowhere to go with that ball, and in that case, Moore just had to eat it. There just wasn't anybody there. They're trying to go up the sideline, and I was just happened to catch Honaker out of the corner. Or, I'm sorry, Plumbar out of the corner of my eye. There just was nowhere to throw it. So nicely done by the Tennessee High defense. Starting to figure out what Cocke County's up to here, and actually negative yardage on that drive for the folks from Newport, and they're going to kick this thing away. So Tennessee High an opportunity here to get some really good field position.
Now actually go to their tight punt look here as he's going to boot this one away.
That's returnable.
Out to around
Yep.
the 50.
No.
It's fair catch, though, by Riley Price.
That was the one that should have been, the other one probably should have been a fair catch. That one was kind of low and had the opportunity to maybe advance that one. But good job by Price there. This, we act like that's easy to be catching punts out of the air. It is not an easy thing. So made a nice play, and he's obviously going to put Tennessee High in a really good field position as they start this drive inside Cocke County territory.
Richardson will check into the game as the quarterback for the first time.
A little bit wider set here with 3 wides, but 2 running backs.
First time. This look had a lot of success last week. Is right here, just a straight give to Trent, and he's going to churn his way for about 6.
Nice play. So that feels like maybe we're setting something up here in that aspect. Just a quick dive. You got to keep their heads down and then maybe try to get to the edge. Obviously, the strength of this Cocke County defense is definitely in the middle. They got rotating 3 really good-sized guys. 2 guys at 280 and another guy at 300 pounds. But Tennessee High still having some decent success running through there.
Haven't really taken a shot so far tonight. No straight drop backs or anything. Just kind of quick outs, but kind of curious to see if maybe they'll do that later on. As right here, just a outside handoff to Trent, and he's going to pick up about 2.
Yeah, lowered
Not quite
the head.
enough for the first down.
Like he's maybe going to be just, well, it depends on where they spot it here. See, maybe they might give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down.
No, well,
it's a nice spot. He lowered the boom.
Originally, this backline judge marked him about a yard short. But
Dowdell lowering the head there at the end. The Cocke County defense got the worst of that one. So Tennessee High with a Friendship Cars first down. Clock continues to run, or does it?
They'll hurry to the line right here.
I don't believe the clock is running at this point.
Cocke County back in a 4-3. Straight outside
got
handoff
the corner.
to Plumbar, and who?
Yeah. Oh, nice tackle, though.
Shoestring tackle.
That's definitely the difference, though. You see Price and Harkler Road, as we've seen, we've had a bunch of 10-yard penalties on situations just like that in earlier in the season. And I think Price even thought, maybe he was going to get called again.
Yeah.
But he usually at the end of that play, if you get your hands off,
you're okay.
You're going to be all right. So you'd much rather take the 5-yard gain or 6-yard gain than get set back. So 2nd down and 4. Again, dual running backs with a little bit of motion here.
Jet Price across. And it looks like Cocke County is trying to get an inside blitz here, but another outside handoff, same play. Trent's going to break a couple tackles. That's a pretty good pickup.
Opportunity there for number 3, Cameron Forte, to be able to maybe make a tackle for a loss, but he was hooked up with a Tennessee High offensive line. It looked like it was number 59. That is Noah Johnson. Led that way and got just enough of the defender to get Dowdell free, and he skips there through and ends up picking up a Friendship Cars first down. So we're inside the Cocke County red zone. Tennessee High continuing to kind of grind this out. There's been a lot of work on the ground as we get to first down here.
Cocke County in their 4-3 look. They'll honor the jet by Plumbar as Trent again is going to churn out as many yards as possible. Pick up about 4.
Yep. Straight up the middle there. Again, if you're getting 3-4 yards every touch, you just keep on keeping on. Nice pull there by Trinkle and kick out block there. Allowed Dowdell to get through. 74. Isaiah Trinkle. He's been a mainstay on that offensive line for a couple of years now. Played a lot of football on that front line, number 74. Similar set, going to go wide to the left. 2 backs.
They're going to creep the inside linebacker up, kind of like a, but Richardson's going to fit this one in, and
I think he caught that. I think it's an interception. Yeah.
And now they're going to give it to him.
Yeah. That was really kind of an interesting call because there wasn't really much space between Richardson and the receiver. defense put a pretty good pop on him, and that ball stayed up just long enough for a defender. I couldn't catch his number. He was kind of shaded here on this. We'll take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and this edge gets a little,
tough. Okay,
obscured from my vantage
on his
point.
hands, and then it looked like maybe a lineman.
Yeah, and that's just a good play.
It's a great play.
I think he's the inside linebacker to this side.
Number 16, and that is. Let me double check here because I don't have a number 16 on my roster. Let's see here.
Yeah, and
there we are. That's Bo Profit, senior running back, linebacker for Cocke County. Nice play. He's kind of had a gift land right in his lap there, and Cocke County takes over, 1st down and 10.
Tennessee High in their 4-2 look as they're going to roll here, and they're going to sack him yet again. Honaker back there again.
He's having a heck of a ball game, but he really has kind of figured out how to get this rush.
How to beat these guys with speed, and that's something you've seen from Honaker the past 2 weeks, as well as Cooper Brewer.
Extremely active these last couple of weeks. Honaker is starting to make a name for himself defensively.
Timeout, Cocke County.
He's kind of an undersized guy, but definitely brings the quickness. So we're going to take the timeout with him. Brought to you by rentinbristol.com. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 2nd and 18 here for Cocke County. A deep drop
setting
and
up
another
running back screen here.
They've got a nice play. And we're going to have a hold here, I believe.
Yeah,
so it's going to be coming back.
Turner Elliott was kind of grappled onto. One of those guards got free and held up Elliott. I believe that's what the call's going to be on.
Well, there's laundry all over the field, so obviously multiple referees picked up on the same thing. This one appears to be coming back. Trying to figure out exactly where the penalty happened, and we'll mark off the distance from there.
Ineligible player now field, number 65 on the offense. The penalty is enforced half the distance to the goal. Replay 2nd down.
It actually may even be the better of the penalties for Tennessee High, because the other ones might have happened further downfield.
It would have been a spot of the foul.
A spot of the foul, yep.
And the screen must have just occurred past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
they could have picked
any of them. So the entire offensive line. So that puts Cocke County in a little bit even larger bind here with a second and it looks like about 19 from the 1 yard line here.
And this is the group last week that forced a fumble for 6. Right. These guys can pin their ears back and get a.
Actually, they're going to call it 2nd and 22, so it's a ways out from here. See what they're going to do. Going to try to throw a quick pass. Oh, my goodness, that's dangerous. And not much there. Yeah. Plumbar's there to clean it up. That could have very easily been stepped into in a pick 6 with, I don't know.
Any of them.
Any of them,
the 3 out there.
It might have been the shortest pick 6 of all time. Like a yard and a half, maybe.
Saw the longest last year. Might have seen the shortest this year.
Well, this is a really bad situation for Cocke County, because if they can't advance the ball at all here, then they're going to have to punt from literally the back of their own end zone with only about maybe 10 yards essentially.
It's a difficult position to be in, especially given their formations. I mean, a lot of pistol look where you're already backed up 5 yards.
Yeah.
And at this point, ball at the 1.
Yeah. They're going to call a timeout and discuss what they're going to do here. This is not an enviable position at all. So we'll take timeout with them.
Timeout, Cocke County. That is the
RentBristol.com. Going to bring you this set of commercials here. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. After the timeout, Cocke County's going to go into a shotgun set with looks like what about like kind of like a safety.
Almost like a
like they're going to boot it on
formation.
third down.
Punt on third down. All right.
All right, that's interesting. I get what they're doing.
Yeah,
but at the same point in time, it's yeah. The I didn't see anybody up in the Cocke County stand up and cheer for that one.
In that I wouldn't have either.
Set. So I understand the situation, but I mean at the same point in time, run a play there and see if you can't get yourself a little bit more distance. But
I'm not going to complain.
Anyway,
personally.
no, I'm not complaining at all. We are not shy of the fact that which side we're supporting here. All right. So anyway, but we understand the concept. Tennessee High. That's also the other part about that. I guess maybe from an overall perspective is you didn't force Tennessee High to take a timeout there because if you want to stop the clock from running, they could have run that further down. But anyway, all that being said, Tennessee High going to start this drive at the 45-yard line of Cocke County. So an opportunity here to maybe tack some points on the board. There goes Plumbar.
Plumbar, he's gone yet again, and there goes that man again. That's a touchdown.
There it is. So now the audience at large can see exactly what we saw last week.
Yeah.
That was repeated several times over from further distances away.
And he's just one step away.
Yeah,
every run,
every single play.
And when the boxes get stacked, I mean, sure, if you can get on it quick, cause a loss of yardage, but also too, these guys get past the second level. There's no safety help, and you saw it right there.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, like I said, I love the way that you put that. He is one step away, essentially, at all times with that speed. And he's hard to pick up in the backfield because the big guys up front kind of shield him. Sort of that old school kind of Dallas Cowboys with Emmitt Smith, at foot 5'8", behind all those big dudes up front. That's kind of what we're dealing with Plumbar as well. But, man,
again,
that speed.
They stack the box and no safety help. You make one move on a linebacker, and he can do that every time.
Yes,
he's gone. And that's really what we saw last week.
Absolutely.
He was making moves on the inside linebackers, and there was no help.
Great, and maybe the one thing we hadn't talked about so far with him, because we've been so enamored with the kind of home run speed he's got. It takes good vision to be able to do that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And
so he you can tell he's got just enough feel, but then he sees that hole. And man, once he turns the jets on, you're not going to catch him. So big time run there by Elijah Plumbar. Create some distance between Tennessee High and Cocke County as we get below the 2-minute and 30-second mark. And again, Tennessee High does get the ball to start the second half as well. So the only problem, quote unquote, that ran into is we only ran 9 seconds off the clock right there. So Cocke County an opportunity maybe to go into a 2-minute style of offense once they get the ball back. So Knox Arrington, we've been rotating quarterbacks, we've been rotating kickers,
rotating running backs.
Rotating running backs. It's just
we rotate everybody.
That's exactly right.
Receivers,
all types of people involved. So Arrington's going to get the shot at this one.
He's going to boot this one
boot
away,
this one.
and
that's going to roll.
That
right
one's going to roll. That's a pretty good kick by Knox. This will be fielded right at the 5. Let's see if the coverage team can get there.
And they end up right back at the 40 again. So nice little move there by the returner. Slid by.
And our coverage it's been a little iffy up the middle. Past 2 games we've seen returns in the middle. Guys just not quite filling their lanes.
Yeah. So this is about where Cocke County started most of their drives after kickoffs, right here around the Tennessee High 40-yard line. And we'll see exactly what Cocke County is going to try to do here in this last 2 minutes and 19 seconds. It's like they're going to spread it out a little bit, 3 wides and just 1 running back in the backfield.
Right here, they'll hand this one off, just straight give, and Frank Reed, along with Khalil Honaker and Trent Dowdale, is there to clean it up.
Yeah, Honaker right there, Reed holding him up, and Honaker really trying his hardest to try to rip that ball out. just like they practice it nowadays. Hold him up and rip it out. He's trying. It's a nice job there by number 13, Colton Sane, holding on to that ball. The clock is running. We're under 2 minutes to go.
They don't look to be
too
big of a hurry here.
4 wides for Cocke County on this play. See if they try to push it down the field.
Yeah, it's right here, just a straight drop back. He'll look that way, and he's going to keep this one. And Frank Reed is going to try to force him out of bounds.
Yep.
Finally, Landon Graham is able to.
Good job of Tennessee High's linebackers and their defensive back staying home. Good pressure there by Norton and by Honecker. Honecker's kind of getting there at will right now.
He's got a quick first step that's just hard to cover from a tackle's perspective.
So 3rd down, minute and 38 to go, and again ran out of bounds there too to stop the clock. So Tennessee High, if they get a stop here, may get the ball back one more time this half. We'll see what type of pressure they're going to bring. Going to get kind of 2-3 wides and a tight end here.
Kind of a 4-1 look as running back screen. They tried to set that up at the inside their own 5 last time. Had the legal lineman down the field, but right there, Frank Reed is able to make the play, but that will be a Cocke County first down.
First down there for Cocke County as they reset the chains. Cocke County with 1 timeout still to play, so they can pretty much run this any way that they'd like. And again, catching Tennessee High being a little bit too over-aggressive there on the rush. Yeah. We've had a couple of sacks on the last possession.
Whipped off the edge with Preston Fegans, and it kind of left Frank Reed on an island there, but he was able to make a play.
So again, similar set, 3 wides and actually 4 wides to the right.
Yeah, just empty set here as he's going to look deep, and he's going to fire deep, and he has a man.
I think that's in. Yeah, nice play. So good drop that pass right in there. In between the Tennessee High defense. So Tennessee High was not in bad coverage necessarily.
It's just finding a hole in the zone here as we're in zone coverage. Does a simple corner route, and as you see right here,
puts it right on him. That's a really nice play.
Yep.
Spencer Moore would drop that thing right in there, and Cocke County now in business at the 10-yard line. 48 seconds to go, and they do have a timeout, so they can run pretty much anything that they want from this particular spot.
He's going to keep this time, and
Not
Preston
much.
Fegans is
going
to wrap him up real quick.
Nice play by Fegans. It's going to force him to call a timeout probably. Yep. Big play there by Fegans. Now Cocke County is out of timeouts, so it does limit the playbook a little bit because they're going to have to probably throw it. They're not going to be able to run it basically
timeout,
here.
Cocke County. That is the 3rd and final timeout for the first half.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout with the teams. Be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
The vaping industry has spent millions of dollars marketing to us,
selling us a product they know is highly addictive.
Highly addictive.
Negatively affects our brains.
Causes depression and anxiety.
Damages our lungs.
And contains cancer-causing toxins.
They know that once we're hooked on nicotine,
it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
They own us.
Don't let the vape companies own you.
And don't let addiction control you. Be smart. Don't start.
Whatever it is you drive, you'll find it at Friendship. Tell them, Mitch.
We're dealing!
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 2nd down for Cocke County.
Trying
to
go
over the
over
middle,
the
and that's a good job there by the Tennessee High defense converging on the would-be pass to the tight end there. Pass was
Riley Price.
Yep, Ethan Fine was
picked
the guy.
It up pretty quick, along with Turner Elliott. Just tried to a little quick dump pass over the middle.
Yep. 2 defenders there were all over it. So 3rd down and goal for Cocke County from the 8-yard line. So see what they've got cooked up. It's going to have to be through the air. So we've got
receiver Stack here.
Stack here on both sides, yeah.
Straight drop back yet again, and Preston Fegans is there. Doesn't quite get him down. Fires.
Nope, that
touched the ground.
That bounced, yep. So it's going to be 4th down.
Dangerous, though.
Yeah, Fagan's opportunity there to bring the quarterback down for a sack, but couldn't quite get him to the ground. but it does bring up 4th down. So this is an all-or-nothing play.
Got away with a hold heavily on Khalil
yeah.
Hoenaker on this edge. I mean, he's been giving that guy a fit all game.
The film doesn't lie right there in that case. Yeah, almost got his hands underneath that, but it did.
That was
it
a
did
close
skip.
one.
So I don't think Cocke County's going to go for a field goal. All right, they didn't go for an extra point on that first possession, so I was wondering if they just didn't have that in the playbook. But they are going to try to kick a field goal. Got to be aware of a fake here as well, especially with this the way they're. Okay, going to snap it back and
blow this one dead.
Blow this one dead. So sure exactly what. Either way.
I don't think everybody was set at the time of the snap.
Yeah.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense, number 19.
Oh, well.
The penalty
What do I
is
know?
half the distance to the goal. It remains 4th down.
So it's going to be a little bit shorter field goal here. The ball's moved inside the 5-yard line.
Honestly, brings up a
wonder if they
interesting decision.
Yeah,
they're going to stay with the field goal,
here, but that would bring it within 10 points. Whoa. Okay. All right. Now we're really moving into strange formations. And we got motion everywhere. Okay. Now they're actually going to run a play. It appears.
Yeah, I figured.
The kicker doesn't have any idea what he's doing, right?
He's a kicker. Oh! I mean, it was offside, but
they tried to throw it to him. On top of that,
that was the definition of running around with like a chicken
flags,
with its head.
There are flags everywhere out here.
I don't think he was ever set.
I feel I'm not trying to make fun of Mr. Vincent Steinbacher because you put him in a terrible position right there. He's running around. I'm going to kick a field goal. Nope.
Against the offense.
That's what
that's exactly.
The snap. That penalty is declined.
Yeah, that's 4th down.
Sideline warning against Cocke County. That is the first warning of the game.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
first down, Tennessee High.
Wow. So
that was the most interesting thing we've ever seen.
I hope Tennessee High just kneels down here because we need a minute, right? To break down.
I don't know how to break that one down.
What just happened there? That was pretty wild.
They were in field goal.
Field goal formation, and we've seen Cocke County do some kind of crazy formations. Went to a spread, and then brought the kicker from the spread all the way back to the slot.
And he went in motion the whole play.
Yeah, and then they tried to throw it to him. Right? So
I don't think he never stopped going in motion.
That was one of the more interesting football plays I have seen in a while. So anyway, Tennessee High is going to take this last snap, go straight up the middle here with Dowdell, and that'll probably do it as Tennessee High does get the ball, as we said, to start the 3rd quarter. So that's an interesting way to end the half, I will have to say, but Tennessee High is going to be up here 13 points going into halftime in this kind of for them building on that big win last week at Crockett, and now here we see ourselves with a 2-touchdown lead going into the 3rd quarter. So we'll step aside for halftime. Should have bands and dance teams and all the good entertainment for you at halftime. CJ Manahan and Mike Kennedy back to you in the 3rd quarter here in about 20 minutes.
Marching Band. Tonight's performance is titled Strange. Musical selections include A Balloon from Protect the Soul and Creep by Radiohead. Soloist is Kaylin Woody on saber. Student leadership for the 2024 Red Regiment is Edna Santiago Lopez, drum major, Kate Lovell, woodwind captain, Lee Terry, brass captain, Isaac Stokely, percussion captain, and Summer Moore and Aaron Thomas, color guard captain. The Red Regiment is under the director of Kathy Sotelo, Travis Hicks, and Yvonne Eskin. Color guard instructor is Jonathan Foreman, assisted by Holly Whitney. Drill design is by Travis Hicks. We hope you enjoy tonight's performance of Strange by the Cocke County Red Regiment Marching Band. Let's hear it for the Cocke County Red Regiment Marching Band. Please welcome to the stadium the mighty Viking Band of Tennessee High School in Bristol, Tennessee. They will be performing their competition show on An Angel's Journey. Song selection include Angels and the Architecture, Fix You, and music from Angels and Demons. The mighty Viking Band is under field direction of Drum Major Kate Hall, Co-Drum Major Brianna Klaus, and Assistant Drum Major Shelby Benning. Brass Captain is Mackenzie Smith, Woodwind Captain is Shelby Benning, Percussion Captains are Maddie Davis and Abigail Walton, Color Guard Captains are Nunahan, Kenzie Davis, and Claire White. Band staff includes Director Kerry Mitchell, Assistant Directors Spencer Finch and Michael King, Color Guard Instructors Taylor Duncan and Jocelyn Wall. Brass Instructor Wesley McGrew, Woodwind Instructor Braden Gilliam, Drum Major Instructor Ashley Kimball. Tennessee Viking Band, you may take the field.
Awaken. Arise.
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings!
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks, used trucks, small trucks, big trucks, off-road trucks, adventure trucks, heavy-duty trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, commercial trucks, four-door trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks, though, and every other color that gets you going, too. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for power, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than Friendship.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
To begin the second half, Tennessee High will receive the ball.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Third quarter action about ready to get underway. I'm your host, CJ Manahan, alongside Mikey Kennedy, and we did have a special guest earlier today. Jingle, our new therapy dog here for the Bristol, Tennessee City School System, paid us a visit. She is, we can confirm, a very good girl.
Yes, for sure.
Wonderful. Looking forward to see what she brings to the BTCS through that process. And again, part of a larger grant, I believe, statewide. There's 5 or 6 different school systems that are part of this kind of study and this program. So kind of a cool thing. We're certainly happy to have her on board. As said, Tennessee High is going to get the opening kick. Little pooch kick here, and Frank Reed, see, he just pops up everywhere, doesn't he? So just happened to see 27 catch that one. He was just happened to see that one. Tried to chip that over the initial line of the Tennessee High kick team, but Frank Reed was right there. And Tennessee High is going to start with really good field position, just inside their own 40-yard line. So Tennessee High with an opportunity here to put some distance between themselves and the kids from Newport here with a score on this possession.
4-3 look for Cocke County is right here. They're just going to keep with Richardson. He's going to make a couple moves. Ooh. He's going to get around to the edge, and he's going to pick up about 5. It's kind of been Richardson's staple, getting out on the edge, making a few people miss, and picking up some nice yardage.
A couple of little sachets right there. There's a 1 and a 2 right there.
Almost.
Nice move there by Richardson. Picked up about 5 yards on that play. Positive first down run as the sort of QB shuffle continues. Richardson's going to get this drive. Plumbar and Dowdell flanking him, and 3 wides.
Cocke County going to go to a 4-2 look. right here. A little less bodies in there, and they finally have a deep safety is right here. They're going to slip it out to Elijah Plumbar. He's going to pick up a first down. Looked like he had
man, we're going to get a little flag at the end, a little extra on the sideline after he'd been dragged out of bounds, and then the flag is going to come in. Good blocks there on the edge, too. Look at the replay here.
Yeah, at first I thought he was going to have a chance at a bigger gain if he got around that corner, but they've done a good job tackling it out on the edge here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the play, personal foul on the defense, number 24. 15-yard penalty, first down.
By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the halftime sponsor for this evening was UPM and Blue Emu. Obviously, we said the reunion of the 2003 and 2004 Tennessee High teams took place along with the homecoming aspects for 2024. So big night here at Stone Castle. A lot of action to happen as Tennessee High now first and 10 inside the 30-yard line.
Straight drop back, little stick route here to Barron Harper Road, and he's going to cut in, make a couple moves, and he'll pick up another first down.
This move there, quick pitch there. Again, we talked about this, and we've seen Richardson kind of grow throughout the year. Got good arm strength, and obviously a good athlete just in general, but man, that ball got out and hurried. Yeah. And right between the 1 and the 9 for Harker Road, and he turns it upfield and gets first down. So nice play there. As Tennessee High continues to march now in the red zone on this possession.
Again, kind of a 4-2 look here for Cocke County as they drop back to safety after Plumbar had that explosive run early on, and Trent Dowdell is going to rumble down inside the 10. Another first down for the Vikings. 3 in a row now.
Physical run there by Dowdell. Lowered the pads at the end and leaned forward, and he's going to get the first down inside the 10-yard line. Tennessee High asserting themselves on this initial drive in the second half. The score here puts them up 20, and with Cocke County, again, had a really good opening drive, but hasn't really been able to produce much offensively since then. So Friendship Carr's first down inside the 10-yard line as Tennessee High looks to put some more points on the board here early in the third quarter.
Cocke County got some more beef up front, as so does Tennessee High, though. They're going to hand on an outside zone, and Trent Dowdell should walk in here.
He does. Yep. Nice kick-out block there by Fagans, and Dowdell read the blocks, cut right inside of him, and goes basically untouched into the end zone. Exactly. As Tennessee High takes a now commanding 25-6 lead with the extra point upcoming.
That's his second untouched touchdown on the goal line tonight.
Exactly. So, again, Tennessee High, the big guys up front really have meshed as the season has gone on. And that offensive line, the other part about, you can't sort of underestimate chemistry and all of that. It looks like we're going to go for 2 here, actually. Try to go up 21.
Similar formation to the previous play is right here. They're just going to roll out Turner.
Throws and Harker Road catches. Good hands there good hands catch there by Harker Road, number 19, and Tennessee High does take a 21-point lead, 27-6 over Cocke County. So a nice, efficient drive for the Vikings as their offense is now humming. It really has all night. But again, now Cocke County now kind of stuck in this scenario where they've been outscored 27-0 over the last basically quarter plus, and Tennessee High really asserting themselves both offensively, but also being able to get after the quarterback for Cocke County defensively. So that touchdown replay brought to you by Dr. Christian Family Dentistry. Tennessee High, again, an efficient drive on that first possession of the second half. Now with an opportunity to maybe kind of, if one more stop and score, and you kind of slam the door shut here. See exactly how they go about that. But bringing pressure in passing situations, but really haven't done a lot of blitzing. It's been mostly just with the front four, Honaker and Norton up front, allowing them to be able to play pretty good, play coverage with the 7. So. Kickoff here, and again, the rotation of kickers continues as Brolio is now out to kick this one away.
And been a kind of a different kick every single time tonight. Is right here is no different, and that one will roll to the back for the end zone for a touchback.
Brolio touches the end zone. Did a couple of those last week as well, so it's going to push Cocke County to start back at their 20-yard line. Basically, some of their worst starting field position of the evening. Tennessee High defense looking to get another stop really put the pressure on Cocke County now, up 3 touchdowns. So similar set we've been seeing Cocke County run, basically 3 wides and a tight end.
Right here, they're just going to do that little ball handling zone run with the quarterback, and we figured it out up to this point.
Yeah, picked up about 2 or 3 there.
That got us on the first drive a few times, but since then we've really settled in and watched where the ball has gone ever since tonight.
Well, you know, playing defense is all about adjustments, and I think once we find out that there's not really a whole lot going on the edges here, most everything that Cocke County is running is up through the middle, and even with the ball handling that Moore has been able to show, it hasn't really opened a whole lot up for them. Their best plays have been screen passes, quite honestly.
As right here, they'll go to one yet again.
Nice play there by Dane Music.
Rallied out quick. Yeah, Dane Music on the tackle.
Nice play. He kind of saw that one coming. Thomas, THS Thomas, his first reception of the evening, is going to leave Cocke County with a 3rd and 5. But yeah, again, as you said, adjustments need to be made. All these passes have been short for the most part around the line of scrimmage, outside of that one rollout pass where Moore threw it downfield and put it right on the spot.
And we've really we've settled in on our responsibilities. Defensive end has really watched the quarterback ever since that opening drive, as well as the outside linebackers playing the outside run. So right here, another straight drop back, and he's looking deep. And this one looks like it's going to fire.
Yeah, good bracket coverage there by Tennessee High. 3 defenders in the area of that pass, and there wasn't really any way to try to drop that in there. So good recognition by the Tennessee High secondary, and that's going to force a punt for Cocke County 3 and out. Just exactly what Tennessee High wants. An opportunity to maybe kind of start slamming this door shut as we move to just basically about the 9-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Bo Utzman back to receive the kick.
They're doing that off-balanced punt formation that we saw earlier in the game.
Wouldn't expect that you're going to see a fake it down this deep into the in their territory, but yeah, you know, we never.
We say that like the kicker didn't almost catch us.
Yeah, it's also true. That's a true statement. So long snap. Looks like they are going to boot it away.
Yeah, and that one.
So it's a short punt. Utzman's going to come up and get it, and nice fair catch there. Well played by Bo Utzman there at the 45-yard line. Tennessee High again with excellent starting field position here, and an opportunity to add to their now 21-point lead. Turner Elliott is going to come in, get his series in. Richardson, successful series on that first drive. Now Elliott's turn. He and Plumbar in the backfield. It looks like Price and Harker split to the left.
Cocke County staying in their 4-3 or 4-2 defensive look here. Again, dropped a safety back ever since Plumbar took that one run to the house. He's right here. He's got another chance.
Yep. He's still
slippery.
Up and going. So slippery. And his hit. We talked about his vision earlier. That one, obviously, still. But watch this little jump cut right there. And he slides off a tackle there.
Great balance.
Yep. There's not a whole lot to hit. So he's built pretty low to the ground, but he's strong. And obviously, his leg turn is there. And man, if he gets any space, he might as well forget it. But he's growing as a running back. You can tell just by every time he touches the ball, he seems like he's doing. He's getting a little bit better.
And he's pretty much a modern day running back. He's what you see playing on Saturdays and Sundays anymore, where these guys can do it out of the backfield and with running the ball as well. As straight drop back here for Elliott. He's looking deep. He's going real deep. And
through the hands of Harkler. That was put on him right there. Good time there, too. Kind of a max protect type of situation. The running back stayed in the block, but this was right on point. Just a hair long. It looked like just off the hands of Harker.
First real shot of the night. Almost connects. I mean, fingertip right there.
Good accurate throw there by Elliott, and just a fraction off there in terms of the timing. Would have been a touchdown. So 2nd and 10 for Tennessee High from the Cocke County 33-yard line.
Cocke County back in 4-3 look here as Plumbar's going to get the carry. He's going to make a move. Oh, shoot. He about snuck by in between 2 defenders there. And it's just the level of quickness and acceleration from Plumbar is just something that is, it's fun to watch.
It absolutely is. So big run there for a first down. Brought to you by Friendship Cars. Tennessee High again in the Cocke County red zone as we've dipped under 8 minutes to play. Plumbar continues in with Price and Harkler to the left.
Cocke County going to their 5-down defensive front here, and I wonder if go with that. They did this earlier in the game, and Turner Elliott will walk into the end zone practically untouched.
Oh.
The senior is able to get a touchdown. A little extracurricular activity going down.
Might have been some acting going on there, quite honestly. I don't know that there was much actually happening there, and it was certainly after the play, so I don't think it's going to affect the touchdown. But I think there might have been a little bit of contact between Norton and one of the Cocke County defenders, but it didn't look like much. I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye right here towards the end of the play.
Elliott, who was a member of the homecoming court earlier, finds his way into the end zone.
Okay, I see here. Oh, okay, there maybe it was a little bit more than just a. It was some acting there for sure, but there was maybe a little bit more contact than I thought, at least initially.
After the play, personal
LeBron
foul
James School of Acting there.
Yeah.
On the offense, 55. The penalty will be enforced 15 yards on the kickoff.
Yeah.
Second one of those tonight.
Yep. So it was probably I think it looked a little worse than it actually was, but anyway, we'll get a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. So, Brolio is going to line up for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and
put this one through.
Knocks her through. Yep. Tennessee High takes a 4-touchdown lead, just about halfway through here in the third quarter. So
right on the edge of that running clock rule, just 2 points away at this point.
We've seen that happen quite a bit this year. I was thinking about that this week as well. It's kind of been back and forth. We've had more games with a running clock than we've had games without one in terms of second half action. Tennessee High definitely taking a physical toll up front on the Cocke County defensive line. And I think you've seen those holes just kind of open up in the second half quite effectively. So Elliott gets his first touchdown of the night. Tennessee guy's going to kick it away. Let's see, one more stop and one more score, and you will have a running clock going on here. So, Tennessee High defensively, essentially after that first drive, has not really given Cocke County anything. They've had a really hard time moving the ball. Tennessee High's brought some pressure on passing downs, and they've really kind of. That's maybe one thing we haven't talked enough about, Mike, is just how as the season has progressed, just how disciplined and how well-read and well-versed this Viking defense has become. They've really started to become a part of this team that maybe we thought was a little bit unseasoned maybe at the beginning of the year, but they've really come a long way and have played extremely well over the last several weeks.
And I definitely think it starts with that front seven. Leaders such as, Preston Fagans, Micah Norton, and Khalil Honaker coming on now. I mean,
nice tackle there.
Front seven's done a phenomenal job of generating pressure in this later stretch of the season here.
Nice tackle there.
That's
Cooper Brewer.
Yep.
Nice
Cooper
tackle
Brewer.
there. They stayed in his lane and came down and made a nice tackle on the return. So 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Tennessee High now with a 28-point lead. Cocke County has not scored since their first possession of the game, which was a kind of mix of pass and run. Tennessee High making adjustments since that and has not given up a point and haven't given up very many first downs since then. So several 3-and-outs for Cocke County, including a punt on third down. Right?
It's been an interesting special teams night for Cocke County.
It has, if nothing else, Cocke County has definitely brought some flair to the special teams. That's for certain. Good string there. Nice play there by Fagans, stringing things out, and then the rest of the
swarm of Vikings.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as you said, Riley Price there first, then Preston Fagans, Khalil Honaker.
It's been all over the field this evening. Khalil Honaker has been an impact player defensively. Making plays in the backfield. He's got a couple of sacks. Has really been a force on the defensive line. Played really well last week at Crockett as well, so we're starting to see some things emerge there as well.
Screen again. It's kind of been their go-to so far in this game. As Cooper Brewer is going to hawk him down from defensive tackle position.
Yeah. It has been their best play, really, so far this evening. Tennessee High's front really aggressive. Almost got a piece of that one coming through. But it's going to leave a third down and short. Third and about 2, it appears. Third and about 2 on the Cocke County 47, it appears. Similar set, 2 wides to the left in a tight formation.
Little confusion going on.
Fagans
read it
perfectly.
Quick, yes. He's had a phenomenal game so far. He's been all over the field. He had the, like we said, he had the 1 quarterback sneak, which was their only touchdown of the game, and ever since then, he's remembered it, and he's been a game changer so far.
Yeah, so loss about 4 there, so it looks like to be about 4th and 5. Cocke County at this point, I think, just about has to go for it. See if Tennessee High brings pressure. And again, you got to watch out for the screens. That's what been their most effective.
They've caught them on their aggression all night. Empty right here.
Dane Music!
Dane Music. No one's going to touch him. And this will lead to a running clock. Great play by Dane Music.
Read it perfectly from the beginning, almost as if he was the intended receiver, honestly. He just read the quarterback's eyes and slid right between him and the intended receiver. And once he got his hands on it, it was open. There's nobody who's going to stop him. Music, who again has also started to see get a little more run as the season has gone on. He's been a special teams maven for definitely last season. Kind of made a name for himself in that realm, and has been a more of a mainstay on the defensive side. So big play there by number 4, Dane Music. Stepped in and took it to the house after that pick. And we are going to have a running clock going forward here now, as the Tennessee High lead has swelled to 35. So Tennessee High doing on both ends offensively, defensively, making plays on both sides, and so
back-to-back weeks with defensive touchdowns as well.
Absolutely. So we just like creating turnovers, creating big kind of splash plays, and you can't really ask for more if you're Coach Josh Holt. His team has really matured as the season has continued. We're starting to see sort of the fruition of all that hard work that they went through over the summer. Had a really tough schedule to begin the season. Having to go to Greenville, having to go to Morristown West.
They got to win in that one.
Yeah, they did. I see it's listed as 1-0, right, on most of the scorebooks against Greenville. Greenville obviously having to forfeit that game because of an ineligible player. So, but not counting the chickens before they're hatched here, we still got a quarter and a half to go. But with the running clock, it's going to go pretty quickly. Tennessee High playing the best ball that they played all year for sure, and I just have a feeling. Even though I didn't see the 2 games at Abingdon or Gate City, I just feel like that's kind of where this progression kind of came through. And you can't help but feel good about your squad when you go up into sort of foreign territory up there in Southwest Virginia and come out with 2 21-0 victories. You go up and play 2 teams, quality Southwest Virginia teams, and don't give up a point.
There's a squad of Vikings right there. As Riley Price, I found this funny. In the pile, he's trying to overhand to throw a couple punches to get the ball out. This was something I just happened to look up and notice. Number 17, Riley Price. You'll see him right here, just trying everything he can.
Yeah. This is where we're at. So Tennessee High now leads 41-6. Clock is running, and we'll see exactly what Cocke County has up their sleeve here.
Try to go with a
quick run, like a
hold
back there.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Got away with a hold in the backfield.
But the quarterback, Turner Elliott's going to meet him.
Yeah. Pretty egregious hold here. If you watch this replay. Yeah.
Poor Jackson Norris just shoo. Sorry, buddy. Didn't get more obvious than that.
When you look at the rule book and they wanted to put a visual in there for a hold, that would definitely qualify. It's nice, good work there by Jackson Norris, kind of busting through there. Looked like he's about ready to make a tackle for loss. Pretty hard to do that when you're having one of your arms yanked out of socket. But what can you do?
Here, pulling guards.
Nice.
And Turner Elliott there.
Yes.
Lil Honecker also was there first, but Elliott able to clean it up, and that's a great tackle from him.
Number 8, Donovan Ramsey on the carry there for Cocke County. Elliott made a couple back-to-back plays there offensively. Pretty fired up about it. Rightly so.
He can do both.
Yep. So 3rd down and 9 as the clock continues to tick. Our scoreboard clock is a little bit quirky, to say the least. Yeah. The one on our screen is the one to be watching, I guess.
Yeah.
Here comes
another
screen.
Oh,
there's a there as well.
There goes Colson Maddox. And
yeah, he's going to be brought down. Didn't necessarily feel the pressure on the back, so it looked like I guess what would turn into the Cocke defender might be able to take that away, but that's what you do. We started to make the adjustment to the screens. Maddox got the hand up and not only bats the ball, but is able to retrieve it out of the air.
That's a big man's dream,
yes,
for sure. I mean,
yes. Yep, the screen again. They saw that good alertness there. Was able to snag it out of the air. It was just one tackle away from taking that one to the house, but
I wanted every ounce of it to get an end zone there.
Yeah, absolutely. Big plays by the Tennessee High defense here. And sets them up for another opportunity to put 6 on the board. Jack Richardson back into the ball game, flanked by Dowdell and Plumbar.
So they're going to creep up, just roll with Richardson, and he's got him.
Oh, it's a little bit low on the throw.
Through the hands of Harkleroad.
It's not a bad throw, though. It's down and away, so basically your guy's going to get it or nobody's going to. That's a pretty good throw right there.
Yeah, that's not bad. He would have been a yard short. I don't think he would have quite had the touchdown there, but
that's all right. I like that play design, and Harkleroad ran a really nice route to get open. That low catch coming back to the ball is a tough one. So same set basically, second down and goal.
Looks like just another straight back. This one's going to be intercepted.
Yeah. Stared the receiver down there, threw it into traffic, and that was a pretty easy pick there for number 15. That is Dockery.
And considering there's only one route on this backside, and there's practically 3 men in that vicinity, it's just a hard ball to throw. I mean, I think if he looks off, I believe this is Dane Music here. If he looks him off, goes back inside to Harkleroad, he's got him.
Yep, Harkleroad's open on the backside, wide open.
Because the safety bit early as soon as he saw Richardson's eyes, and it led Harkleroad wide open. So that's something you learn, though, young quarterback.
First turnover of the game for Tennessee High gives the ball back to Cocke County as they start this drive at about the 17-yard line.
Go back to that little wedge play.
He's got a new quarterback in there, I think. Not mistaken.
Yeah.
Number 17, yes. Logan Carpenter is the quarterback in the ball game for Cocke County here as they make a little quarterback change as we tick down towards the fourth quarter. It's really about the only thing Tennessee has done wrong offensively this evening. They've been really, really consistent with with their offensive approach, and then obviously down the road you're going to be able to throw the ball in certain situations. But learning experience for young Jack Richardson there in that scenario. Second down and about 3.
Pulling guards right here, and it looks like Khalil Honegger was able to make that play. It again been all over the field tonight.
Right at the yard marker.
Vikings are leaving us with a lot of questions as to who's going to get this player of the game.
Yeah, right. We got to put our heads together on that one as far as that's concerned. There's several candidates. So, end of the third quarter. We'll step aside for just a minute. We'll be back here on the Viking Sports Network shortly to bring you the final quarter.
Vape companies are pulling from the same playbook they used to hook people on cigarettes.
Hoping we fall for the same manipulation
Billion-dollar companies have been selling us for decades.
For decades.
It's working!
Now 1 in 5 high schoolers vape.
We're smarter than that.
I'm not wasting my health,
my money, my life.
On their lives.
On their lives.
On their lives.
Be smart.
Don't start.
You like trucks? Friendship's got trucks. What trucks? All the trucks. New trucks, used trucks, small trucks, big trucks, off-road trucks, adventure trucks, heavy-duty trucks, gas, diesel, hybrid, EV, fire trucks, commercial trucks, four-door trucks, smart. Wait, no fire trucks. But we've got red trucks, though, and every other color that gets you going, too. We've got trucks for work, trucks for play, trucks for hauling, trucks for balling, trucks that drive themselves. Because no one has more trucks than Friendship.
We're dealing!
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Fourth quarter action here. CJ Manahan and Micah Kennedy bringing it to you from the Stone Castle. Tennessee High has run out to a 35-point lead. Turnover in the red zone is now giving the ball back to Cocke County, and they are on the march. Nice job inside there by Fagans again. Right?
Fagans was there first, and
everywhere.
then kind of a Looney Tune tackle at the end of it there.
That's one way to put it. Yeah, absolutely. So, look, like a loss of about 1.5 yards on that play. And again, we do have a running clock here with the lead being over 30 points. So if you're seeing that at home, clock running at times where it normally wouldn't, that's the reason why.
They've really liked this formation with Khalil Honaker, Cooper Boer. Almost a chance for another interception there.
Good hit inside there. Again, Honaker bringing the pressure. He's been there all night. A couple of sacks. I mean, probably he's got 3 or 4 pressures, a couple of quarterback hits. Everything you want out of a starting defensive end.
About 4 or 5 tackles for a loss in general there. As we're going to finally start to rotate some of these younger guys in. New faces as
Killian Leo is in, number 8.
Frank Reed is in. He's been in. He subs in every now and then. But Bo Utzman also outside linebacker.
And number 21, Ian Peake, you can see out there as well.
So kind of some intermediate subbing over here as they're going to go to a quick screen.
Whoa.
He's going to be met by a gaggle of Vikings, as they say. And of course, Khalil Honaker is there.
Music and Honaker, who've been super active defensively for Tennessee High all night. Laying the wood right there. 82. Devin Caldwell, junior wide receiver, got the worst end of that one.
That's what happens when you bobble a screen, though. It gives a lot of guys time to catch up to you.
And I'll say one thing about Cocke County. They have more special teams formations than
they do offensive
their offensive formations have been fairly consistent, but whoever's coaching their special teams
First charge
having some fun out there.
is unconventional, to say the least. All right, we'll take a quick step aside here on the timeout. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings!
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Cocke County looks like they're going to punt here. It looks like it. It's one wild formation that they've got going on, but they're going to boot it away. Utzman is going to let that one go. It's going to bounce harmlessly and stay in Cocke County territory. Tennessee High going to take over here. Start this drive in Cocke County territory, about the 47-yard line, it appears. So, as we are wont to do in the fourth quarter here at home, we are going to go ahead and get you a play and a player of the game. Both are going to come from the same individual. Player of the game is going to be Turner Elliott. He's been a stalwart on both sides of the ball. Scored a touchdown here earlier this evening and has made several plays on the defensive side. And the play of the game is his touchdown, that quarterback power that's pushed this lead out to above 35 points. So good congratulations to Turner.
There goes Carter Smith as he's got a big run down the sideline. Going to get pushed out right at the 11-yard line. The freshman want to get in on a little bit of this fun.
Future is bright, as we've talked about on several occasions this year. There's a lot of talent coming through the Tennessee High pipeline here. This guy sitting to my right is a reason for that, or at least one of the reasons for that. Again, we talked about that at length. Micah being part of the TMS sort of feeder program at the middle school. Jason Arnold, who's been the head coach there, has done a wonderful job. You got some other coaches there, and the Tom Lampkins of the world. All a bunch of really great mentors for these young Vikings as they make their way to the Viking ship up here at Tennessee High. Awesome stuff. Love to see that as we head forward. So, winding down the fourth quarter again with the running clock. It's heading down towards the 8-minute mark. Tennessee High rotating some younger guys in. Knox Kazee in at quarterback.
The freshman Prince, might I add.
Freshman Prince. Oh.
Coming tonight.
Yes. We would be remiss if we didn't mention that as well. Congratulations to Knox. Freshman Prince here at Tennessee High, the homecoming week.
Stonecker and Carter Smith are in the backfield as they're going to hand to Cannon Stonecker. He's got room. Will he get around the edge?
Yeah,
that is
does.
a touchdown for the
Yes.
freshman, his first of his young career. And I always take time to talk about the guys that I've had a chance to coach. This one is one of my favorites. Phenomenal kid, phenomenal family, makes a phenomenal play, and that's something I'm used to seeing from him as well.
Congratulations to Cannon Stonecker. He and his sisters, a couple of sisters come through that are pretty darn good athletes as well. Certainly great mom and dad as well. Saw them the other night playing a little pickleball down the street at the Bristol Sportsplex. Matt Lavender's got a great setup down there. Love to come down there and play a little pickleball.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's a great time. So Tennessee High pushes the lead out to 42 at 48 to 6. As I said, the clock will continue to run as this quarter goes on. But a really nice drive there by some new Vikings, I guess, in that aspect. Freshman Vikings getting some run here. I've seen them play some JV ball. And again, this is just a group of guys that I think are really phenomenally talented. And as long as they stick together, you got a really nice core coming behind your upperclassmen here. This aspect. So again, looking forward to these guys continuing their journey as Tennessee High Vikings through this process. So good stuff. We are getting ready to kick off with Knox Arrington having this go round. See if he tries to boot it deep. As he says he absolutely can do. Right?
And he can. We saw it last week for sure.
We did see it last week. We got one touchback last week, I do believe. Looks like he's lined up to boot it away, that's for sure.
And he will.
Yeah, got a good piece of that one.
He's got every ounce of that football.
All the way back to about the 7-yard line. The middle there, nice tackle. There's Cooper Booher again, who's been the special team stalwart this evening, coming straight down the middle. So we will have Cocke County take over as the clock continues to churn. Tennessee High with a very impressive evening. Again, went down 6-0, and since then
42
has been on a 48
unanswered. Yeah,
48 unanswered.
Since
then, it was tied at 6-6 at one point, but 48 points in a row by this Tennessee High offense. But also the defense contributing to that as well. A couple of turnovers and a pick six. So it's just been a really sort of rounded out, really great performance by Tennessee High this evening. Running play to the left.
Nice job.
Run.
Snuffed out by Frank Reed. Yep.
He pops up every so often, that Frank Reed. Nice play there. Good read by Reed. And was able to bring the ball carrier down for basically about a loss of a half a yard maybe. So we're under 7 minutes to play. Looking forward, let's do that now that we got some time as we start looking into next week. Your end of game or next game summary brought to you by Toyota of Bristol. We're going to be hosting next week a sort of new rival in the local scene with Westridge coming to town.
Ryan Mullins makes a great play up the middle there, senior.
The Westridge Wolves, which is not the easiest thing to say. But coming down, I-81 from the airport exit, coming down to Bristol to take on Tennessee High. Tennessee High having kind of middling success against Westridge. Of course, quite a bit bigger school. 17 or 1,800 students, I do believe, there. So they're a 6A school, but have had some decent success. Haven't played them at home for. I think the last time we played them at home, we had a lead, and then Westridge kind of came out in the second half and was pretty physically dominant. So we'll see what they bring to the table.
Taking a deep shot here, and Landon Graham's going to run under it like he's the receiver. Third interception of the night for the Tennessee High.
Tennessee High continuing to pile on the turnovers, being in the right spot. Again, that speaks to the discipline of this defense. They really have all night long just been in the right spot, well coached, and just not giving Cocke County anything easy. Another takeaway, third interception of the evening for the Tennessee High defense. Here comes Knox Kazee back in to run the offense, but should be an interesting matchup. I think probably the team that in the second half of the season that Tennessee High is gonna be challenged by the most with a a roster that's going to come in that's going to be a little bit larger. He said last couple of weeks we've been seeing at Cocke and then here tonight with Cocke County that just don't have the depth that a team like Westridge is going to have. So it should be an interesting matchup next week. Non-conference affair, so won't have any bearing on playoff seeding or anything like that. But Tennessee High does have the luxury of playing the last 3 games of their season at home. So they've been kind of road warriors throughout portions of the season, but it is nice to be in the comfy confines of the Stone Castle to finish up the season. So we'll see exactly how that plays out, but definitely kind of that old rivalry where you get elements of Sullivan Central, elements of Sullivan South, elements of Sullivan North, all coming together out at Westridge. They'll be here in town at the Castle next Friday.
Graham Bailey is in the game as he's going to get the hand, or Knox Kazee is going to keep it here. He's going to fumble, pick it right back up.
He's fortunate there to be able to keep possession.
Never quite had the grasp on the ball there, just kind of pulled it a little late and then gets punched out right there.
Fortunate that it bounced back up to him. Tennessee High does keep possession here, 3rd and about 13 it appears. The clock continues to run, no hurry. Under 3:30 to play. 3 wides here for Tennessee High.
Entirely new team in there now. Graham Bailey still the back. He's going to get the handoff here, and he's going to run down for a pick of about 4.
Tennessee High probably going to run the clock down.
Yeah.
Before they.
It may not even go to a punt here. Just
run another play and call it good.
Max Holt checking in the game.
Max. Tennessee High said no hurry. See, Jesse Taylor, the offensive coordinator, has actually left the booth and went down onto the field there, calling plays specifically for the younger guys.
That's something that I would prefer to do. I like being on the sideline with those guys. As a jet sweep here to Max Holt. He's going to make a couple moves.
Oh, nice move.
Spin move.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up the first.
Down. Nice
there
move.
You go, Max.
That's a nice play. But Max had a really kind of electric return in one of the JV games we saw earlier. He's got really good feet, fast. Making the head coach proud, right? Something about being a coach's kid. I had that opportunity growing up. My dad coached me in a bunch of different things. I know you've had that opportunity as well. Shout out to Dave Manahan and Brian Kennedy there.
They hold you to a different standard.
They do.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. The dads are always tougher on their sons than they are on anybody else. But that's just how it was. I certainly was the benefactor of that.
Oh, me too.
I definitely got the better end of that deal.
He's a big reason as to why I do everything that I do. As Evan Clark here going to make a nice run.
Yep.
Evan going to run down. Evan Clark with a nice physical run. He was looking for contact.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Evan Clark.
He was not looking to run around anybody. He's looking to run through someone. So a stable of running backs here that Tennessee High seems to have. And again, we forget, and we shouldn't, that Elijah Plumbar is just a sophomore.
Yeah, I know. He's the same age as these younger guys. He is a younger guy.
Basically the same age as these guys. So pretty wild stuff in terms of the talent level that Tennessee High seems to have coming up through the system. So another Friendship Cars first down as we wind this Region 1 game down. Tennessee High is going to even their record in Region 1 at 2-2. I saw it today. I was looking over the records of these other teams. Morristown West, who I think is one of the better teams in the area, I didn't realize that their overall record is like 2-4. Right?
Oh.
So they've lost all 4 of their.
Graham Bailey making a phenomenal run.
Still going. Right? So Morristown West, who beat Tennessee High at West in the 3rd game of the season, kind of a rough and tumble game. The only games that they've won have been region games. They've lost. They've had just a phenomenally hard schedule. But I think ultimately Morristown West may only win 4 games, and it will be the 4 games that they win in the conference, right?
True.
So they could finish 2nd in the conference, and their overall record might be like 4-6, right? So it's just kind of wild in terms of how that plays out. But anyway, all that matters are the region games, the region/conference games when it comes to seeding. So I was also looking at the Region 2 down in the Knoxville area. So this is pretty good competition down there as well. That's going to bring us to the end of the ball game, and your final score summary brought to you by the Robinette Company. Tennessee High 48-6 in what looked like to be a pretty competitive ball game early on, but Tennessee High took control and just never looked back. Forced 3 turnovers defensively, had good leadership at the quarterback position from Richardson and our player of the game, Turner Elliott, and just some electric play again offensively from Elijah Plumbar, along with the others around him. So really, Tennessee High hitting their stride, playing extremely well right now, and leads into a really interesting game next week between Tennessee High and Westridge. So join us next Friday on the Viking Sports Network. We will have that action. We'll have the rest of the regular season here, Westridge and Daniel Boone here at the Stone Castle. So we'll bring you both audio and video for that. So signing off for this evening, I'm your host, CJ Manahan, and alongside Mike Kennedy, our producer, Colin Moore. As always, Viking Pride.